Business cards, we all try to find leads, and what we want to do this morning is talk a little bit about that and what's the next step after you get a lead. So one of the tremendous resources that we have here in the city of Irving is our Irving Public Library. How many of y'all knew that? Tremendous business resource. Few of y'all did. But we are fortunate to have our business librarian with us this morning, Linda Opella. And Linda's going to tell us a little bit about some of the databases and resources that are available to you. Linda?
I haven't spoken in a while in front of a group, luckily. What we have at the library is we have several databases for you to use. They're free. All you have to do is have a library card.
How much is a library card?
Absolutely free to get a library card. You do not have to live in Irving. All you have to do is live in the area, within the North Dallas area. I'm sorry, Dallas-Fort Worth area. You can get to these databases from your office. You do not have to come to the library to use them. One of the most useful ones we have is going to be Reference USA. It does lists. If you look on your new development in Irving, the list they have here. This is not actually from Reference USA, but this is what the lists look like. You can get the names, addresses. This is really good for generating leads and everything. You can get like addresses, phone numbers, all sorts of information out of there. You can also find out company and industry information. So there's a lot of really good things you can find in there. I'm stumbling now. It's very early for me still. Also, if you don't know how to get to the databases or anything, you can always call me at the library. I've got my card up here, and I've got a little business card called Business Leads for Your Library. It tells you how to get to the library website. Gives you a listing of the databases on the back. You can also schedule with me training sessions. I can teach you how to use the databases, especially Reference USA, because the first time you use it, it's a bit confusing because there's a lot of different options you can use in there. But you're welcome to call me. I can also come out to your business and train you. I can come out to your business and train a group of people. I'm going to try to work with the chamber. This is one of the things I need to talk to you about having training classes actually at the chamber or at the library for members of the chamber. So just give me a call or come see me, and I will help you find leads for your business or show you how to find leads for your business. I'm done.
Okay, I have a couple of questions for you. Okay, can I find businesses outside of Irving on this database?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can find businesses anywhere in the U.S. Our database is Reference USA, so we only do U.S. businesses. They do offer databases for international businesses, but we don't subscribe to that one, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I guess, because that's even more money for us. But yes, you can find businesses outside. You can find businesses specific to like even the really small towns around here. So you could do Irving, you could do the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex area. So it's not limited to anything. So.
Just as an example, one of the things I did was Texas was listed, I believe it was by Site Selection Magazine, no, CEO Magazine, as the best state in America to do business. So, of course, my first thought was to go to the bottom of the list, and I think at the bottom was Michigan. So I got my library card out, and I went to Reference USA, I went to Michigan, and I asked, give me a listing of all businesses within the state of Michigan that has a revenue stream of at least $1 billion a year. Figuring they might be a candidate for relocation. And I was able to get it printed out in a Excel spreadsheet, and that was all because of the training that Linda provided to me several months ago. And this is I just can't emphasize enough to you what a resource that is. Yes, sir?
You said it printed out in Excel. Can it be downloaded like to a disk? Okay.
You can download them, you can manipulate them any way you want, you can get rid of columns, you can add columns, you can do a custom spreadsheet from the different options that they have in there. You can download it to your computer and save it. You can manipulate it again once you've done that and change, you can print them out. So there's a lot of different options.
I have a question. Where does the information come from in the database, and how current is it?
It is, yeah.
Okay, their starting point is the yellow pages out of the telephone books. They start with that. They also do some follow-up calls with companies trying to get it updated. The question is how current is it? It's probably the best that I have found. For you're going to find errors in it. Let me just tell you that right up front. There'll be errors in it like any database, but it's the most accurate that I have found with information. And most of them do give you a contact name. So when I walk into Rick's Independent Card Care, it will normally tell me who the manager is there, so I can at least ask for a name when I walk in. You know, like totally, you know, like I'm cold calling. Any other questions? Yes.
Do you also train on like Manta or other sites like that to be used in conjunction with referencing, let's say?
Can you repeat the question? Because people can't
She
hear.
was asking if we train on other sites like Manta, is that it? To work in conjunction with Reference USA. I do not actually. I've actually not seen that website. I'd be happy to learn it. So, one more thing for me to know. But no, I do not. But it's something that it's a possibility. We actually got rid of recently. We used to have Factiva, but we weren't having a lot of people using that one. That was a really good database. It had, like, you could read Wall Street Journal on it, everything, but we had to get rid of that because people weren't using it, so shame on y'all. But the ones we do have now, we have Business and Company Resource Center. That's the one where you can get company and industry information. We've got Business Source Complete. That one is where you can look up articles on a business or on the industry itself. It's got a lot of very current information because they update that daily. We've got the Gale Virtual Reference Library. That's some online business books that they have. A lot of it's for small business. There's like a small business handbook on there, I believe. And then of course Reference USA, which is, to me, the most useful one that we have. So, and I guarantee that if you try it, you'd be so overjoyed. So you just cry.
Okay, and Linda will be available after this for some more questions. One of the issues that I always have, and I've visited with several of y'all, and you have the same issue, is you come to this meeting and you get business cards. I go on Reference USA and I get this big listing of businesses. And that list will give you over 10,000 businesses that are located just within Irving. And what do you do with it, all of that information? And kind of with that in mind, I asked Sue Utter, who is the manager of Intelligent Office here in Irving. And Sue, what do you do with your business cards and all of the information you gather? It's a ton, I know.
Yeah. What I try and do is I purchased, it's called Card Scan. I don't know if any of you have experienced it, but it's a good time saver. When I get the cards, I scan them, and unfortunately I didn't bring a big one, but you, that one. What it does, it'll scan the card. I don't know if you're like me, but I'm a virtual learner, and I think most of us today are. So that scans the big card. I can print it, I can break it down, and I can put you as a potential client, a client, a friend. So you can designate how you want to find people. If I was just to put in chamber in there, all the cards with the keyword chamber will come up. So that's something to think about when you have your business card. What are you marketing? Which marketing would help you on that. What's on there? Because your card, with technology going the way it is, it'll streamline this. This also syncs with my contact with Outlook. So wherever I am, I can go on and pull this up and have all my business cards, because I have a lot of people that'll call and go, Sue, do you know somebody in? And that's where I start looking or try and remember names and associate keywords. And you can actually put keywords. You can put all your notes on there if the keywords aren't on the business card. And you can scan the front and the back, because a lot of people have a lot of information, like with the library here card. So what I'll do is I'll scan this when we're done, and I'll have the front and back with all the information on it.